Yo, what's up guys, on the Fire King, and today I have our EPL Season 3 Week Number 2 matchup. We're going up against Storm, coach of the San Diego Sneasels. Storm's a very good buddy of mine. He's obviously here in the EBL with us, he's in the WPL with us, and he's in the PWC with us. Like I said, very good buddy of mine. And he has improved in his battling. In his battling he has improved a lot. And, before I get to the matchup, just want to give a quick shout out to my good buddy Ed. I will leave his link down below, along with Storm's. Ed's been doing my thumbnails for me for the EBL. He did my my new team logo and the logo for the EBL. So I will leave Ed and Storm's link down below. And me and Storm come into this matchup both with a 1-0 record and a +2 differential. And we gotta keep picking up these W's. Like I said, here in the EBL, because this is my where I'm going to bring my A game, I guess you could say. I'm going to spend most of my time prepping for this league, because like I said, Season 1 we were champions, Season 2 we were runner-ups, and here in Season 3 we're here to take the championship again. And, I guess this is where you could say it's going to be my try-hard league, where I'm going to go all out. And, quick breakdown on my team. I got my EBL-Thunderous, the phenomenal one, with the T-Bolt, Sludge Wave, Dragon Pulse, and Grass Knot. Extra Belt Infinite also with Fire Punch, U-Turn, EQ, and Mach Punch. Mega Latios with Dragon Pulse, Side Shock, HP Fire, and Shadow Ball. Vaporeon physically defensive with the Skull, Toxic Wish, and Protect. Gramble making his debut. Holding the leftovers, physically defensive with Play Rough, Super Fang, T-Wave, and Roar. Registeel also making his debut here. He's specially defensive, holding the leftovers with Seismic Toss, Stealth Rocks, Toxic. And I'm going to keep his last move hidden. That last move was something different that I wanted to try out, but I didn't get to try it out. But it's okay. And then my buddy Storm over here, he brought his Mega Absol, his Lowland Ninetales Victini. He sniped me for Victini in the draft. Mamoswine, Crobat, and Kecleon. And let's hit play here. And I'm going to lead off with my Infernape, as he leads off with his Kecleon. I know he probably wants to get up rocks, but he goes for a Shadow Sneak, and does 18% to me. I go for an EQ here, thinking he was going to put up rocks, and he was going to transform into a rock type. And if he wasn't stashed, my EQ would have knocked him out. Here he goes on to Victini. I should have gone for another Earthquake, but the Fire Punch would have knocked him out. And if he switched out to anything except Victini, would have taken kind of heavy damage. The Ninetales, only Ninetales would take heavy damage. Absol. Mamoswine, even though he's thick fat, but I could have Fire Punch and then U-turn out of there, and chip him down very well. And then the Crobat, Fire Punch, it would have done okay damage. But here he goes out to his Victini. He pulls a double, as we pull a double too, if I'm not mistaken. Here he goes for the U-turn, and goes back into the Kecleon. And, here I want to put up my rocks, because it's only Ninetales and Victini and the Crobat don't appreciate coming in on rocks. He goes for a T-Wave here. Paralyzing my Registeel. I get leftover recovers. He does leftover recovers also. He goes for a Shadow Sneak. It's going to do nothing to little damage to me. You see that, 8%. I go for a Toxic here, putting this Kecleon on timer, because it's starting to be a little bit of annoying. And, I keep going for Toxics here, just whittling this Kecleon down, because he can't do nothing to me. I can't really do nothing to him either. I have Seismic Toss, but, he's a Ghost type right now because he went for Shadow Sneak. And I don't want to switch out anything to get paralyzed. I don't want to go into Infernape and get paralyzed, or Mega Latios and get paralyzed. I don't want nothing to get paralyzed. I know I could go into Thunderous, but the moves I have on him, I can't Oko Kecleon from this point. So you see, he's going to put up his rocks. And then we both have rocks on our side of the field. Like I said, I'm just going to keep going for Toxic and whittling down this Kecleon until it's a good time to go on to Thunderous and I can knock him out. So that's why I think this is the second time I went for Toxic, if I'm not mistaken. Here he switches out, because like I said, I went for Toxic 2 times prior, if I'm not mistaken. So I switch out here into Thunderous as he goes into the Crobat. Here I'm going to click. Oh, I do have Grass Knot. I wanted to go for Grass Knot so badly, but I was like, nah, what if he goes into like an Alolan Ninetales? Or the Absol or something. So I just ended up clicking Dark Pulse, but I wanted to go for Grass Knot, but I didn't click it. I kick Dark Pulse instead. I get a crit on the Mamoswine. I don't want to take an Ice Shard, So I'm going to go on to Roman Reigns, getting the Intimidate drop. He goes for an EQ. It still does a lot to me because he's a Life Orb. And here he goes for knockoff, knocking off my leftovers. And here I'm going to knock him out with the Play Rough. Hopefully we connect, and we do. And we're up 6-5 here. Here he goes on to the Crobat. Like I said, I don't want to take like a cross poison or anything. So I go into Registeel, like a wall this thing pretty badly, even if he has Heat Wave. Here he goes for Defog, getting rid of rocks on both of our sides of the field. And here he goes for a Roost, and I'm just going to put my rocks back up, but I get fully para. And here he goes for the U-turn, and here I believe I just went for my rocks again. And last time I went into Vaporeon. So I know he's... Last time I went on to Vaporeon, so expecting like a Bolt Strike or a Thunderbolt, because I don't think he has shown anything yet. So I don't know if he's a physical variant or a special variant. So I'm just going to go to Roman Reigns, the Ground Ball. Pretty much just sacking it as he goes for the Z-move Inferno Overdrive, knocking me out. The game's tied 5-5. I go into my Mega Latios, and I click Shadow Ball. But he goes onto the Kecleon. He's a normal type, so he's immune. But a Dragon Pulse will knock him out from this range. Or I went for Psyshock, sorry. And we're back up 5-4. And he goes onto the Mega Absol. I could live a Sucker Punch around. Yeah, I could live a Sucker Punch. As he goes for that Sucker Punch, I live on 1 HP, and my Dragon Pulse will knock him out. So that's another kill for Mega Latios. He goes onto the Lano Ninetales. I'm just going to go for a Psyshock, trying to get as much damage on this Ninetales before he goes for that Aurora Veil. As he goes for it, and the Hail knocks me out. But now I'm going to the face that runs the plays, the Thunderous. Click T-Bolt, knocking out the Ninetales. The Aurora Veil is kind of annoying. We've got to play around it for a little bit. He goes onto the Crobat. I'm just going to click T-Bolt because I could take a Brave Bird. I go for the T-Bolt. I get him paralyzed, and he gets fully parried. So that sucks. And here I'm just going to click T-Bolt, knocking out the Crobat. And Storm goes into his Victini, showing that right here we'll just go for V-Crate, showing that he's a physical variant. And I could take a blue Bolt Strike, sorry, from this range, as he goes for the Bolt Strike. And I go for the Skull, knocking out the Victini. And that is GG to my buddy Storm. And we pick up a nice 4-0 victory. And now we are 2-0 with a +6 differential. After week 2, we're in, like I said, it's one big division of 8 teams. We finish off week 2 as the number 2 team in the league. Another team is above us with a 2-0 record also, but they're at +8. And we're at 2-0 with a +6. So by differential, the other guy's in first place. And, you know, right here, the team did good. Good 4-0. Bramble got a kill. Mega Latios got 2 more kills. Thunderous, the face that runs the place, got 2 kills. And Vaporeon got a kill. And, you know, in our team, Mega Latios leads the team in kills with 4. Thunderous and Ape. No, Thunderous has 2. Crocodile, who didn't come to this game, still has 2 kills. Ape, Vaporeon, Gramble, and Licky Licky have 1. And in the last play, it was my Thunderous against Victini. I had Dark Pulse, but the Dark Pulse wouldn't have knocked him out because the Aurora was up. So I wanted to win by differential. That's why I went out to Vaporeon, took the V-Crate, and then took the Bolt Strike and knocked him out with the Skull. But, you know, we did good. And I think that's about it. And with that, I'll catch you guys next time. Later.